ready to start, we're ready to stream, we're ready to stream, we're ready to go, we're ready to go, and we're ready to stream. And it started, and I'm singing, cause it started. Alright, I'm the 404 guy here, 7HE404 GUI, back with some Kerbal Space Program. Of course, before we get into the episode, warning, this program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright. So today, hello, we don't have anything. We can do any one of these that we want to do. This I can just do for fun. It'll give me free money. This I could do for fun. This would give me free money. Any of these is like free money. Look at this. I can practically just get pick and choose. But we're not going to do any of these. I think I've already got sentinels in these locations. I'm really considering these sentinel missions because I'm pretty sure I've already got spacecraft that will accomplish that exact mission. But let's leave that. Our mission today. Let's take a look. I've been hinting at it for a while. So here we have spaghetti. Let's just clean that up a wee bit. I don't want to look at that damn network. Get rid of that. Okay, so here we have the Kerbal solar system. We have been here. We have been here. We have been here, and here, and here, and here. And we have definitely been here. But we have only been as close as about here. We want to get really close to here. And so, on this day, we shall embark on a mission. A mission to befall all others. We will make it pretty damn close to the sun. And that is the grand mission of this episode. We will attempt to fly as close as possible to the sun. So last time we died prematurely very, very far out from the sun. Quite a bit further from where we expected to be. I'm pretty sure the Duna Explorer is the one that got closest, wasn't it? Jewel Interceptor. Yeah, we don't actually have a Moho Interceptor, so we're gonna have to use Julie here. Ah, I should have named it that. Oh well. Yeah, we don't really have anything else useful. We are gonna have to modify the crap out of this. Actually, yeah, we'll just do a new one. We're gonna call this guy the Solar... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Before we get into that. Hoo-hoo. Good catch. We're gonna invade the sun. So obviously I don't want to send any of my good peeps. I don't know where did this person come from? I didn't hire you. Anyway, we need someone who's going to be going to the sun. I think Seifert. With a name like Seifert, you're bound to go to the sun. All right. We're going to send Seifert to the sun. And it will be grand indeed. So let's get started with this. We need the lightest possible everything. Seifert has been on a diet. That's why we're allowed to use him. He's been on a diet for 16 months. Been eating nothing but potatoes and water. He's prepared for this mission. Alright. That's probably going to be like the majority of what we can take on the upper carriage of this thing. Like, I can't imagine anything else that we can realistically take here, because we have such We have such a weight constraint. This has to be as light as physically possible. Let's, structure, that's perfect. We're gonna do 4 of these little Dawn engines. Or they're not Dawn engines, I forget the name of them. Xeon engines. Will give us, oh, it is Dawn, okay. Well, what do you know? So we do 4 of those. That should give us more or less the drive that we need. Do that. That looks pretty good. Alright. I don't think I actually need these. I think the Xeon just transfers itself, but I want to put that in anyway. What else? What else? What else? We need heat shields. Heat shields galore. Because, as I learned last time, in the absence of heat shields, this will not get far. I don't think I need many of these. We're going close to the sun. So, I mean, electricity is not going to be anywhere close to being an issue. Solar panels ought to be able to be enough if we just do 2 of them. But what we definitely need is an excess of heat shields. Just as many of these things as we can fit. Okay, that's not going to fit. Medium? That'll fit. That'll fit. Okay. Just as many of these as we can put on there. Let's max it out. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Because we don't want this guy to die. We just want him to cook a little. How's this gonna work? Yeah, we can do that. Just... if we could do an infinite number of these, we could. I guess we could put... no, we can't... oh, crap. That would be... I don't know. That might have quite a bit of profile drag to it. No, we'll... I really want to put a few of these on top as well. That looks like it'll work, actually. Alright, so we have excessive amounts of cooling. We've got a little bit of thrust, which hopefully will suffice. We've got a little tiny little can thing that we're setting to the sun, which currently costs 100,000 Kerbal dollars. So hopefully they won't be looking for, hopefully they won't be looking to pay this guy, because they can't afford to. We forgot a battery. Let's... okay, that's too big a battery. There we go. How much does this thing weigh? This thing weighs about 6 tons. We've got 8 tons of thrust, or 8 kilonewtons. 2, 4, 6, 8. So this will be accelerating at roughly 1 meter per second squared, which is deathly slow. That is extremely slow acceleration. So hopefully, and I say hopefully, I mean really hopefully, hopefully the acceleration is enough if we do a time warp. Alright. How many parts is this? Anyway, that's 51 parts. Oh my god. Feels like we got enough there, eh? So that total weight comes into about 6.646 tons. Ouch. That's pretty heavy. That is mucho heavio. Coupling. Alright, put that in there. We gotta get our payload holder. Come on, you. Ah, there we go. Alright. Next. Alright. I didn't know they had these. That's perfect. That is just brilliant. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do this. This is absolutely overkill. This is completely excessive. This is practically compulsive. but we got to do it. If it's worth doing, it's worth getting done right. Alright. Let's see here. We need more coupling. We're going to put the heavies on the side. By heavies, I mean literally heavy. The heavyweight champion. Come on, you. There we go. Alright. Oh my god, this is already lagging. I might be overdoing it with this. I don't think my computer can handle it. Alright. Oakley dokley doo. That looks pretty good. Just have to run through my checklist to make sure I'm not missing anything, because 90% of the time I am. I guess I should put solar panels. Yeah, that actually might be a good idea. I could put solar panels on the outside of this thing. Right? It's like... oh my god, this is like 400,000. I can't afford that, man. Well, I can afford it. I can more than afford it. I don't want to pay that much, man. This is the solar mission. Alright, that'll work. That'll work. This has enough stuff to it. I guess I could... yeah, I should probably attach this a bit more rigidly. Oh, this is just... this is just crawling. Let's do that and connect it there. Awesome. Alright, what are we missing? What are we missing? We gotta be missing something here. Okay, parachute missing. We're not expecting this guy to survive, so we don't need a parachute. Hatch obstruction. Well, again, I'll refer you back to the survival thing. Ah, we cannot... oh, we forgot an antenna. Okay. Antennae. I don't expect to get much science, actually. So I think this ought to be a sufficient little antenna there. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's completely useless. Hold on. Let's put it down here. Ah, lovely. That'll be our antenna. Alright, alright, alright. And maybe just, I don't know, a dish on the top. 100G antenna. Holy crap, that's way too much. There we go. Whoa, hello. Ah! No. Get clip onto this thingy. Alright, well, we'll leave it at that. We've got a guy in there, so if we lose communications, it's really not a big deal. Alright, so these will be this delta V. If we look at vacuum. So this is going to be 5,000, 5,000, 3,000. Actually, that's not enough. That's not enough to get to the sun, is it? No, 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 no. That is not nearly... that is not nearly enough to get to the sun. We need more. Whew. So this isn't sufficient, actually. Can we just... I don't know, maybe we can just lift a bunch of extra Xeon in there or something. Oh, well, that does kind of work. That does kind of work. Let's just, yeah, we'll strap on a little extra Xeon. What are these? These are like... these are 1/50th of a ton each. If I put on 50 of them, then it'll raise it by 1 ton. So if I put on this many, it shouldn't do too much. That's 8,000 delta V. What does this weigh? Well, I can't actually accurately weigh the top of it now. But, yeah, we'll just deck it out with these things. Why not? That looks pretty cool. Alright, that's 9,000 meters per second. That should be more than sufficient. That should definitely be more than sufficient. Oops, oops, oops. No, not untitled. This is going to be the solar one. Alright. So, we have a spacecraft which is absolutely lagging my computer to the point where it's almost unusable. Let's see if it's able to simulate that in real time. I will be making good use of the quick save feature, as I fully expect this game to crash. What's Jeb doing there? You... I debate whether I should actually go back and switch him. I mean, if he's dumb enough to just jump on board this thing, which is headed to the sun. I mean, we specifically hired that other dude. Ah. I was all ready to start launch, too. Okay, where's that other dude? Seafart. Alright. Dang it, Jeb. Alright. Ooh, it's lagging. It's lagging it. Alright, there we go. Okay, we have the right pilot this time, as opposed to the left pilot. I'm going to try and just one-shot it, as I usually do. So we're going to have to wait until evening. Conventional wisdom says that you should be... should take off, get into a higher orbit, and then from a higher orbit drop into the lower solar. It burns less fuel. But I figure, why not? We'll do it this way. Alright. Cover your ears, headphone users. Psych. Oof. Ooh, it barely touches off the ground. Look at that. Look at this acceleration. It's abysmal. Oof. Oh, my teeth hurt just looking at it. Or maybe it's because I've been grinding my teeth. Oh. It is just slow as a snail, this one. It says it's got 2000 delta V. All I can do is trust, you know? Oh my god, look at this thing. It's yellow. It can't even simulate this. It's not even at the compressible zone. Well, it's getting compressible flow right about now. Oh, this just does not like it. How many parts is this? This was like... I think this is bumping up close to 100 parts. But most of them are just cooling. So, it should be cool. Oh, look at this thing. This is so sad. 34. 35. Wait for it. 36. Wait for it. 37. Okay. This is just lagged. Oh my gosh. I have never experienced this in my life on Kerbal Space Program. It has never been this slow before. And that even goes back to the days when I had like an old Phenom 2 computer without any accelerated graphics, just using the integrated. Like, I've never seen it run this slowly before in my life. Oh, wow. I suppose once we get out of atmosphere, it should be a little bit faster. Because part of the problem right now is it has to simulate physics of drag and everything on all of those parts. So once we get out of atmosphere, it should kind of balance itself out. Oh my gosh. What is this? It's what we've been at least 2 minutes since launch, and the mission timer is just now reaching 60 seconds. Look at that. Look at how slow that is. I don't know why it just makes me laugh. Alright, we're getting into the uppers here. We're getting into the upper atmosphere, a little bit less pressure on that. Still non-zero. We're starting to get atmospheric burning effects, as we can see that orange glow on there. It's not rendering the drag on all parts. Wait a minute. Ah, I think I've located part of the issue. Firefox, why are you open? Let me close that. Okay, that wasn't the issue, but it might have been part of it. Well, it's doing something that's extremely slow. I suspect it has to do with the dynamics of the parts. I mean, they're attached to it, so they're probably... Oh! It's speeding up. It's speeding up. Maybe it was the... I had Firefox open in the background. That might have been eating it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, mystery solved. We're still extremely slow, but we're faster than we were. Alright, there we go. 2200. Let's, uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, okay, good. For a second there, I thought I messed up my staging. Okay. Alright, let's kick this out of the Kerbal sphere. So I'm thinking a lot of this episode is just going to be me heading closer and closer to the sun. Can we see inside of this yet? We can. Okay. It's not a very interesting view. I ended up recording a quick C++ tutorial today, which I'm going to upload on my satellite channel, which really I shouldn't be talking about it because my full intention is to keep my satellite channel separate and distinct from this channel such that nobody knows about the two of them. But yeah, apparently I'm undermining myself. But yeah, I recorded a quick C++ tutorial on how to do int main open bracket int argc char asterisk asterisk argv, and that is how you start a C++ program. And I basically explained that in no less than 20 minutes. I never said that it was going to be a good C++ tutorial, just that it was going to exist. Alright, here we go. We have an exit trajectory. We've got solar panels, that should keep it well charged, and we got this guy in control. I do not know yet whether he knows he's heading to the sun. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's so happy. We don't have a single science... we don't have a single science anything on this. We're just literally doing this to see how close to the sun we can get. Alright, we're no longer connected. Well, that's not a big deal because we got Buddy on board. As long as we got Buddy on board, we're good. Onwards and outwards towards the sun. Will this guy survive, or will no one? I suppose that is a mystery that is best left to the gods. Alright, we've exited the Kerbal sphere of influence. So from here, it really doesn't matter which direction we go. Oops. Okay, maybe we should unlock that control node. Hold on. I really want to leave this thing on, but it is extremely annoying to keep it there. I was going to use it as a heat shield, but I don't think it's important to do so anymore. Alright, there we go. We got anything? Hey, we got it. Alright. Alright, let's do that control node. So, if we do this, we just drop her into the sun. How much is our delta V going to be here? About... Alright, so that's close to 3,000. That'll bring us in 2 billion meters. I think we can handle that. And then from there, we just use the other things. Those Dawn engines. That'll be an extremely excessive amount of time. I think we'll be able to do that. Burn time is only 2 minutes. Well, color me impressed. Alright. Let's just start it from here. I don't care. And away we go. What is that? Oh. I think that was part of my fairing. Never mind. And here we see a young Kerbal on his way to the sun. Does he have any words of wisdom? Does he have any fears or regrets? Or is it just ballin' having fun? Let's watch. He's an engineer too. Look at that. He increases drill efficiency and increases resource converter efficiency. Alright. I highly doubt that we'll be able to land on the sun due to the very definition of the sun. But I'm guessing maybe we can get within 1 billion meters. Or maybe we can get in closer than that even. I don't know. I have my doubts, frankly. But at the same time, I also have my hopes. So we're just going to go ahead and hope that the hopes outweigh the doubts. Oh, almost forgot. Time warp. Oh, wow, look at that. We've already maxed out our time warp at just 2 times. Nonetheless, 2 times is plenty sufficient. Wow, this is just... I mean, this is perhaps the least efficient way to approach the sun. The more efficient way would be to go to a higher orbit, and then, well, there we go. How many parts is this? This is a 104 parts, and we've already disposed of at least 8. So, this is an insane number of parts, which explains why it's lagging so much. So yeah, that's 2.4. Let's just bring it into an even 2. Why not? Oops. I guess that's why not. Get rid of it. Go! Alright. And here we go. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We need solar. Where are my solar? My solar panels are very well hidden. There we go. Extend that one. Extend that one. Alright. Let's make sure these guys got some sunlight. Alright, that looks good. Alright, we're slowly losing electricity, but that's no big deal. Let's bring that perigee in. Oh wait, we're not losing electricity. I was reading the wrong one. We're losing xenon gas, which we're more or less expecting. This might actually take hours. I just realized that. With how much xenon gas we have to burn, and with how light our acceleration is, this could conceivably take actual real-world hours despite being able to time warp. Which, if it's looking like it's going to take too long, then I'll probably just cut the video short and then upload something like a time lapse later on. Alright, alright, alright. Getting close to 2 million, or 2 billion, I should say. So the hope with this... I'm really just curious about the sun, because we've got orbits around just about everything. We've got nothing around the sun. So, this is less about completing any kind of mission. This is more about just having some fun in the sun. Let's fine-tune that rate as close to 2 mil as we can get. Oh, that's very close. That is very close, my friend. That's even better. Alright. As a premature measure here, I'm going to extend these radiators. Oh no, they're going to block out the solar panels, aren't they? I sincerely hope that they do not. Let's go, radiators. Let's go. Hey, hey. All right. What do you think? You think this will withstand 2 billion meters? I'm going all out with these. I'm taking 0 chances on this one. Oh, man. I put way too many radiators on this thing. Alright. We're not going to get any electricity from this for a while, I don't think. Alright. Stay cool, my friend. Stay cool. I was watching Sword Art Online today. There's a new episode. I know, throughout the entire episode, that's the one thing I was thinking of. Stay cool. Alright. We warp. Yeah, we are going to lose electric charge. Somewhat. Somewhat. Let's go to that perigee. Here we go. Dropping into the sun. Dancing with the shadows. Oh, wow. We lost our electricity. Once again, this is lagging out. Alright, looky how close we are now. Oof. That is beautiful, my friend. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Thanks for that. Rotate this way. Are these actually getting electricity? It looks like they are. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a ton of energy right there. Woof. Alright, let's... Alright, 17,000 meters per second is not nearly enough. 9,000 is not nearly enough. So we're actually just going to leave it there. We're not gonna bring in this apogee. We're just going to leave that up where it is. Because bringing this perigee in is going to be our only concern from here on out. So 2 million is possible easily. We can easily do 2 million. Let's extend these antennae. Alright, does this guy have anything to write home about? Let's see. Crew report. What do you think? It still says we're high over the sun. Let's tell him that. Alright. Let's bring that perigee in a little further. We are literally going to keep on doing this until such time as he dies. Or we run out of fuel, whichever comes first. And we're going to make good use of quick saves. Whoops. 9. Alright, alright, alright. And away we go. This time we're going to bring it into 1 billion. If 1 billion is even possible in this time frame. So if we bring it into 1 billion, that's going to be a lot closer. Unfortunately, like 27,000 meters per second. I'm not sure that there is a way to actually get into a stable low orbit at anything closer than 2 billion meters, because the amount of fuel that you would need for that is excessive, and there's really nothing that you can get fuel from at that location. So that would just kind of, I don't know. I'm sure people have done it, but I'm sure it would require a lot of refueling spacecraft just to bring it in there, because 27,000. You gotta think, 27,000. This entire spacecraft was able to do 17,000. And 17,000 will only bring it to the 2 million orbit. It might get close to that, like. So yeah, I can't even imagine how much more fuel you would need. That's just insane. Alright. 1.8. I guess we can test it at 1.5. We'll test it at 1.5, see what happens. This is accelerated at 4 times, so I guess we have a wee bit of time to wait. If there are any questions in the chat, I will answer now. And I see not a question in the chat as of yet. Let's see. I guess I could go get my my sheet of random crap that I've done. Read out a funny story. Let's see what kind of funny story I've got today. As is customary, I will get the dart. Alright, we got a hit. Let us see. Oh, jeez. Oh, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was absolutely petrified when this happened. So I went to the local variety store, or the corner store, whatever you call it. And this was like when I was 8. And my brother and sister and I, we'd basically go there every single day to get slushies during the summer. And, you know, it kept us active, it kept us walking. It was a solid 1 kilometer walk, so, you know, pretty good. I remember that very well, too. That's a very big part of my childhood, is walking to the variety store to buy a slushie in the middle of summer, and then walking home and drinking the slushie, and, you know, in more ways than one. It's really... Oh, geez, we ran out of electricity. Wait, it's still running. We ran out of electricity, but it's still going. I don't know what to do. But anyway, as I was saying, there was this one time we, oh, that's what. There was this one time we showed up there, and I went to get my slushie, and they had like a self-serve thing. So you had to pull the lever, and you could fill it up as much as you want. Well, I didn't know how to use it. I thought that you were supposed to pull down, but I guess you were supposed to push up. So I just pulled down and it wasn't moving, so I pulled harder and it wasn't moving. I pulled harder, and then the whole thing just snapped off into my hand. And this was a variety store that was run by a Chinese couple. And the lady at the counter, she shows up, she's just like, oh my! They're saying some things in Chinese, and then they discover that it's a part that's supposed to come off if that happens, and then you just push it back on and it works. But I was very much terrified when that happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I broke the slushie machine. But yeah, that's one story of my life. A non-English owner saying things in a non-English language while I stood there with a broken slushie machine part in my hand. Alright, we're getting pretty close here. We're at about 1,000,003. I know I said 1,000,005. I really want to push for that 1 million. Let's cut it there. Actually, no, I don't want to. What am I doing here? I want to quick save once I'm sure that this is a safe state. Alright, let's see what our velocity is. I'm really more interested. Okay, surface velocity is meaningless. So let's see what our orbit velocity is when we get nice and close here. Oh my. Oh, this is giving me butterflies in the stomach here. Look at how close we are. That is, oh, that is beautiful. Alright, we got some heat. Oh, look at that. We got a bit of heat here. Look at this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Indeedly do. 36,000 meters per second. Look at this thing heating up. Look at these radiators at 50% capacity. So I don't think this would have made it to 1 mil. 1 mil appears as though it may have been the limit. So this, oh man, this guy's probably like Guy's probably boiling his balls off in there, man. Nothing. It's not even worth writing home about, though. Alright. This is beautiful, by the way. Look at this. Just absolutely beautiful. So we are at 57 to 60% capacity on all of our thermal controls. But you know what? I bet if we get to 1 million, that'll be the limit. With how many thermal controls we put on this thing. That is an insane number of thermal. Like this, Moho is at 6 million. Hold on, Moho is, yeah, 5 to 6 million. This is at 1 million. So this is at 1/5 the orbit of Moho. Is how close we are. Why is this lagging again? This shouldn't be. I closed Firefox. Alright, let's, we got sun. We ought to. We don't. Maybe some sunlight there, my good friend. Alright, let's bring that into a solid 1 mil. Once again, taking questions in the chat, as I realize that waiting for this to reach 1 mil might be a little bit less than entertaining. So 50% to 60% on the coolers. Although I'm pretty sure that that is a non-linear curve. If this follows the physically correct law of radiation, then as you get closer, that's going to increase exponentially. I think the law of radiation is distance and then temperature to the 4th power. So what was it for distance? No, it was it has to do with the what's the word? Styration? No. You're basically integrating how much area over the surface is being taken up, and that allows you to calculate the wattage of heat transfer. Wow, that was such a long time ago that I took the heat transfer course. So I don't remember the oh, steradians. That's it. I'm pretty sure steradians or steridians is the correct terminology. So you're integrating to get, basically integrating over the entire surface to get the exposure level, or how exposed the object is to the radiation. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 mil. All right. Let's bring that in just a bit further, making it an even 1 mil. Oof, perfect. All right. And away we go. Actually, I shouldn't go there so quickly. Let's go to here. A little bit away from that, because we don't want to burn up instantaneously. Oh, man. Ooh, this is terrifying. Oh, my gosh. Will he survive? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Will he survive? So far, it is looking a-okay. Let's bring him in to the final distance. What is he at? Hold on. Whoopsie. What is he at now? He's at 1.8. So yeah, we've been closer than that before. That's 1.8 is no problem. Okay. We just skipped right over that. Let's go back if that's perfectly all right. That's a way to break suspense right there. Whoopsie. I accidentally time warped a little too far. I mean, I meant to time warp. I just didn't mean to time warp as far as I did. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Where's the thing to disable those? There's way too many objects to track here. Get rid of those. All right. Yeah, I totally broke the suspense, didn't I? All right. let's fingers crossed here. We have a wager in the chat. So Pataroli is saying that he's going to survive this. Oof. Look at these radiators. Look at these things. 60%. They were 60% last time. So I guess we haven't actually increased the heat all that much, surprisingly. These are at 45. These guys, 43. 61. I mean, they've increased, but they haven't increased by that much. Okay. So this is a successful test then. So this guy, crew report. How we doing? Nothing to write home about. All right. Let's save that. So 1 billion meters is more or less acceptable. Look at this. Look at this. It's insanely close. This guy's flying on flying too close to the sun on wings of whatever. All right, let's burn him to a crisp at 500,000. My wager is that 500,000 is going to be too close. But I have been wrong in the past. Or not 500,000, 500 million. Yes, 500,000 would definitely be too close, but 500 million, I think we can do 500 mil. 500 mil. I just don't know. So below 1 billion is considered space near the sun. Let's burn this full throttle. This guy's going to have something to write home about this time. All right, 980. That's almost impossible to read because the sun's in the way. There we go, 970. I don't know by how much I should be encroaching on this. Like, should we do 750? Does 750 million seem too close? Because I kind of want to go to 500,000 right now. But at the same time, I feel like if I go to 500,000, then the whole mission's going to blow up. So, I don't know. This is uncharted waters for me. Alright, we have a vote for 700,000. We'll do 700,000. Or 700 mil. Alright, this is gonna be a close one though. There's absolutely no way that we would get a stable orbit at this altitude. Like, we simply do not have enough resources to try and get a stable altitude below 1 billion. Makes me kind of wonder how much we would actually need to get that close. Like, I'm sure there's something that could be done. Probably need to do like an aerodynamic brake at Eve, and then a gravity brake at Moho, and then from there I don't know what, because there's nothing closer. All right, here we go. 720. All right, here we go. 710. All right, we're looking at 700. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, we broke 700,000. I hope that's not deemed offensive. And away we go. Once again, plunging into the sun. One thing I'm kind of worried about here, we keep losing energy, or we keep losing, there, let's do that. We keep losing electricity, and when we lose electricity, that means that we lose cooling capacity, which could spell the end of this guy if we don't have electricity to cool him off. All right. This time I'm not gonna hit that warp button again. Here we go. 23 days until we get kind of close to the point. Place your bets in the chat. Is this guy going to survive, or is this guy going to take the dive? We'll find out right here on Kerbal Space Program. I'm the 404 guy, 7HE404GUY. Seaford was just an ordinary engineer. He worked in the Kerbal Sewage Works. And then one day, Kerbal Space Center reached out to him and asked if he'd like to burn himself up in the sun. Given his week-long escapades of moving raw sewage, he said yes. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, this is much further than I've ever gone. Okay. What is our altitude? 1.4. So we are closer than 1.5, but we're still a little bit further than where we were. Let's give it another day. Alright, we are less than 1 billion. Less than 1 billion. Does he have anything to write home about before he dies? Yes, he does. This is considered near the sun. Wow. Alright. Well, any final words, my good Kerbal? Oh, man. This is clutch. Look at this thing heating up. Alright. 4 hours. 3 hours. Will he oh, he's heating up. He's heating up. Oh, is he going to survive this? I don't know. Oh, man, that's getting red. That's getting red. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, now it's better. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. We're at 60%. These are at 80. Ooh, I think we're approaching that that limit there. Look at this thing, though. This thing is absolutely decked out with radiators, and it still can't handle the heat that close to the sun. Oh my god, look at that energy flow, though. Infinite electricity. That's why they say if you build a megastructure around the sun to capture the sun's energy, if you build a megastructure around the sun, then you'd basically have unlimited energy, provided you could transport it. Oh my gosh. Alright, these are settling back down below 70, though. Some of these are settling pretty high, though, so I don't know. I'd say we have another, we have one more dive to do. What say we do 500,000? Oh, man. Oh, this is just painful to watch. 500,000 dive. Obviously, this dive is considered safe. Oopsie. So we'll save that one. Yeah, Dyson Sphere. That's the one. That's what I'm talking about. The only thing is, it would cost like excessive amounts of money for the raw materials and all that. Oh no, are we gonna hit Kerbal? We better not hit Kerbal. Oh, thank goodness. I was watching one of those science videos where they try to dumb it down as easy as they can, and they were talking about the idea of building a Dyson Sphere and how it could be implemented by trying to mine metals off of Mercury or something. An interesting concept indeed, but the cost is excessively prohibitive. Like, even if you had the GDP of the world, like, I doubt anybody would be able to foot the bill for that. Although SpaceX is trying. I guess some people are trying, because that would be probably a commercial, a big commercial boon there. They say that would stop global warming, but my argument is that it would not stop global warming per se. Because part of global warming is the fact that we're using electricity to heat the air. So if we use solar energy to heat the air, we're still heating. That can cause probably not as large a scale as greenhouse gas emissions, but we are still heating the air, which can change the atmosphere or can change the weather patterns, you know, slightly. So, you know, as our population grows and we have more people using heating and cooling or HVAC systems, then once we reach a certain population, we're going to reach the point where, regardless of whether we have greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the fact that we're using electricity to heat, or the fact that we're heating our homes at all, is just gonna result in heating. And it's strange, nobody seems to really regard that fact. But there would be a critical tipping point. Alright. Less than 500,000. Now this, look at this. This is like within the brightness. Well, I guess technically anything is, depending on how close you're zoomed in. But this is insane. This is like... This guy better be writing home right now. Like, he's not going to have another chance. Alright, place your bets in the chat. Will he survive or will he die? Find out on Kerbal Space Program. Alright. Oh, crap. No! Why? Where did he go? 700? It wasn't too close. I can't know. Why did I? Oh no. Hold on, we got a quick save. That was 718. I think that was an electrical failure. Oh no, it crashed. Oh wait, there we go. All right, let's load up that quick save. That was 718. We got closer than that. We got to 700. What do we got here? Quick save number 9 I was using. There it is. His name is not Random Kerbal. His name is Sea Fart. It literally means the wind from the sea. Alright, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. This was at the 700,000. Let's try that again. See? His name is Sea Fart. Wind of the sea. Alright. Here we go. This thing looks like a porcupine. I should have named it that. This is the Porcupine spacecraft. Porcupine 1. Before I do anything, this is going to be our new save point. So we know that 500,000 is getting very close to the limit. But I'm still convinced that 500,000 might work. This time we're going to be approaching a lot slower, though. So I'm going to, instead of going straight to 700,000, we're going to go to like maybe 1.5 million and then adjust our position or adjust our attitude so that we know that we're in a good position that he'll have electricity. And then we'll approach slowly and then we can bet. We'll bet on the altitude. So place your bets now. What altitude will he die at? We know he's going to die. But it's a question of altitude. Will he die at 500,000? Will he die at 600? Or will he jump out and run away at the last second? Bring this into 500,000. We'll use that as our position. All right, we got a bet for 630. I'm optimistic. So my bet is he's actually going to survive the 500,000 dive. So I'm going to go ahead and put my chip on the 500K. Because I think this guy, I think he has what it takes to survive the 500 dive. All right, there we go. Does Seafart Kerman have what it takes to survive the 500 dive? Let's watch. All right. So I set it to somewhere up here. And then we're going to slowly watch him roast. All right, there we go. What are we at? 256. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. This guy could survive 256 standing on his face. Let's warp him in a little closer there. That's what I'm talking about. 100. All right, we're at 1.5. We're at 1.5. Oh, yeah, 630. I keep mixing those up myself. That's, all right. 1,000 actually looks like a good speed. Let's just keep it at that. All right, we're at 1.3, 1.2. I'm going to be keeping my eye on this thing, and I'll stop it when I think we're getting close. All right. 1 million. 1 million and counting. All right, we are about to have a major issue with electricity. All right, that should work. Okay, keep charged up, my friend. Okay, he's overheating. Look at that. He's overheating. He's only at 700. There's something wrong with this. These are intersecting too much. Hold on. If you don't mind, I'm just going to point him straight this way. Because I think that should allow these solar panels to get the best angle on the sun there. Oh, he's heating up. He's heating up. He's heating up. Oh, what are we at? 600. Okay, how are we looking here? We are looking toasty warm there. Look at that. Toasty warm, but he's sticking it. He's sticking it. We just gotta make sure that that electric charge doesn't start to run down, because that's when it heats up the most. Okay, interestingly enough, these all shut off. Holy crap! When you get to 600,000, it stops heating up. Incredible. We've made an incredible discovery. It is no longer heating up. So the sun is only hot beyond a certain altitude. Below a certain altitude, it cools off pretty steeply there. Now that is something worth writing home about. Oh! Nope. Almost. Okay, what are we at here? Let's see what he's at. 560. 560. He is surviving. I think that my bet on 500,000 might just be accurate enough. Let's see. Oh, he's cooling off again. I'm just gonna have to stop this, like, I guess every 20k or something. All right, we'll stop it at 550. All right, how's that heating up there? 40. These are genuinely not heating up. That's surprising. Maybe it's solar flares. He's getting caught in solar flares or something. I don't know. this altitude, it could be anything. Alright. Yeah, I didn't expect this to just drop off like that. Look at that, 14%. That's crazy. Gotta be way more than 14. Way more. There's no way. Alright, here we go. Closing in on 5. Closing in on 5. Alright, we're getting down there. 5:15, 5:14. Now 12. 510. That's 510K? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 510,000K. Hold on. Alright, so this guy's heating up like crazy. This guy's heating up like crazy. But these small guys, they ain't doing jack. Look at them. Okay, that one's heating up. He survived 510, though. This is impressive. I'm not going to go any closer than 510. Or I'm not going to go any closer than 500,000. Because the amount of time involved in doing so is just excessive. Because if we were to time warp the whole way down, then this would just explode at some point for no reason. Alright. 500,000. Alright, he's going to survive to 500,000. I wouldn't say that you were off. I would say that the game is probably wrong, because there's no way that these cooling units are idle. That's just... There's no way. There is no way to convince me that these things are idling here at 18%. Because at 700,000 they were stuck at like 40. Or maybe it's because I angled this thing. Hold on. We point it this way. Oh, it might... Okay. I think I see what's going on. That might just be because the amount of exposure to the side of the spacecraft. So now it's getting more exposure to the side, so it's heating up more. Whereas before we had a thin profile, so it wasn't heating up as much. But this is a successful test nonetheless. Look at this thing. That's crazy. So we are... Look at that. We can see the edge of the sun. It's clear. We can clearly see it. We are at 500,000K, and he is surviving. Ooh, look at him. He's even got a smile on his face. If I was to put him on EVA right now, he would probably die instantaneously. Yeah, pointing at our radials would be the best solution. Actually, if I pointed this way, then that would heat up the top of it a lot more. So these guys would heat up considerably. But then we wouldn't get any solar power. So pointing this way, this will give us the solar power. Alright. Well. Actually, I shouldn't use that one. We made it to 500,000. And he didn't die. This is a Kerbal that we fully expected to die from the get-go. And he had what it took. He had what it... I was going to say he had what it taked. He had what it taked to survive the low pass on the sun. Wow. What a fighter. Uh-oh, something's heating up. The solar panels... the solar panels are getting too hot. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay, how are we doing here? I'm just going to bring this in a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to see how close we can make this. But, yeah, it looks like 500,000 is no problemo. I'm actually interested to see how close we can actually get. The only thing is, if we use time warp, then it just doesn't work. Look at this, 53,000. 53,000 meters per second is insane. Just absolutely, there's no way that apogee is coming in. There's no way. Look at that. You could throw a stone and hit the sun from there. Anyway, I think that's gonna have to be it for this episode. I can't imagine trying to push any closer, especially given how unstable it is at this altitude. I mean, the heating, it just heats up for no reason, and then it stops heating up, and then stuff happens. It's just kind of, I don't know. I'm reluctant to try and go any further, but at the same time, I kind of want to. Unfortunately, if I try to use Time Warp right now, he will probably die. Let's do a quick test on that. Quick save. Get rid of those. If I try to use Time Warp, let's say there. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So while I am interested to see how close the sea fart can get to the sun, unfortunately we must concede that there is simply no way to do that reliably on Kerbal Space Program. At the moment, it seems that their algorithm to calculate the heating of the spacecraft is a little bit too unreliable. Maybe I should have pointed him radial. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So the sea fart got to 500,000 kilometers. And, oh wow, this is still running. And, yeah, he's smiling, he's perfectly happy. So, that's going to be it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. I don't know what else I could do on Kerbal Space Program, because we have orbiters in orbit of every single planet. What left is there for me to do? Besides, I don't know, maybe random funny stuff. I might just do some random funny stuff, I don't know. But certainly, that's going to be all for this episode. So, I'm the 404 guy, 7HE404GUI. That's all for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. We got within 500,000 kilometers. 500,000 kilometers of the sun with the sea fart. Sea fart literally translating from Kerbal to English as wind of the sea. So that's all for this episode. Feel free to subscribe, follow, etc., etc. Doesn't matter to me because I don't get paid for this, but have a good day anyway, and we'll see y'all next time. That'll be tomorrow around 12:30, I think. Either Kerbal Space Program or I might be playing something else. In fact, I probably will be playing something else. But I'm the 404 guy, 7HE404GUI. Feel free to tune in and have a great day. You know, I kind of wonder if I leave sea fart in orbit and I just never go back to that spacecraft, will it just completely die on its own if I use Time Warp, or will it survive? Because sometimes stuff lives even if it doesn't, which is kind of like the duality of Kerbal Space Program. I guess we'll have to see.